Tony the 6 String Corner, and in this lesson I am going to show you In the City by the Eagles. Really cool song to play, pretty easy on the rhythm guitar, and I'm also going to show you the slide parts. Parts of this song, I have tabs in the 6 String Corner tab library. Click that link below. It's free to access, and a whole bunch of other tabs are in there as well. Alright, so without any further ado, let's get on with the lesson. So let's cover the rhythm guitar part first. To In the City. 3 chords start out the song, and you're going to do that in a repetitive fashion through most of the song, actually. So you're going to start with a little clicky click thing right at the very beginning, and then we go to A major to D major, and back to A major to E major, and just cycle that through. Eventually, you're going to get to the next part of the song. We're going to go from A. So what we're doing there is when we get to the D, this time instead of plucking the chord, we're going to pluck these notes. And then we're going to slide off the G string, taking that D shape with you, up 2 frets, and that's actually an E chord, and then back to the A. Now to get back to the verse, you're going to go E major D, and then rinse and repeat, and then just do that over again. Eventually you come to the chorus section. This is it here. So the rhythm on the right hand is ba-dum. So remember, notice there's going to be some muting here on the right hand. Alright, be sure to catch that. On the left hand, you're going to play the A major chord, which is those middle 4 strings. And then you're going to go to the next chord, which is like a D over A. And the way we're doing that is now your pointer finger is going to bar. It's still going to be on the 2nd fret. You're going to bar all the way down to the 1st string and put the middle finger here on the 3rd fret on the B, ring finger on the 4th fret on the D, keeping the open A, and your pointer finger is barring and is going to capture the G and the high E string with the open A. The next chord is the exact same shape. You're just going to move it up 2 frets. So the open A is consistent through all 3 of these. This chord here, same rhythm on the right hand, back to the D, and then we start again. And then we get out of it. Alright, and then you're going to go the first time in, because you're going back to a verse, so you go back to that thing where you're going to go the E major to the D. The second time you play that, right, you're going to come out of it to the A. Now there's one little different thing you're going to do right here. You're going to go to a G, to the D, and then just repeat that part again, the main part. After you're finishing it out, let's say we're just right at the end of this. There you go. Alright, and that's where the first slide solo is at, which we're going to cover next. Okay, now we get over to the slide guitar part. I'm off to a different guitar. This is an Ibanez, a very old Junior Les Paul. It actually was my first guitar that I ever owned back in the late 70s. You're going to want to do the guitar in an open E tuning. All right, this is open E. So that is with the bottom here. We're going from E. The next string is a B. This is an E here. This is a G sharp. B, and E. That's the tuning that Joel Walsh typically uses. In fact, I don't know of another tuning that he used. Open E is a pretty popular one for slide guitar. Makes things a lot easier, sound a lot cooler. And that's what we're going to use for this song. So, a couple things. Make sure that your guitar is tuned to that open E tuning. And then, if you can, if it's possible, though not required, but if you can get a guitar or have the action hit sitting higher up, there's a chance of right before the first slide guitar solo, the slide does come in the background behind the chords to what we just played. This is right before we head into the solo. And what it's going to sound like is this. Following the chords. So you got A, and then you're going to go down here to a D, back to the A, right? And where are we going to go? E, and this is the E here. On the open E tuning, this way up here is right off the 17th fret. And what I'm doing here is I'm plucking the middle two strings, and even the B string could be good here too. All right, that's what we're going to be striking up here on the 17th fret. Yeah, don't get that high one there. Right here, these three strings. So that's your A when you play the A chord. Then when it goes to the D, you're going to slide down. All right, we're still on the same strings, only now we're over the 10th fret, which is right here. This is where your D chord is. Then, as we did earlier with the rhythm guitar, we go back to the A, and then we slide down to where the E would be, which would be right here off the 12th fret. See here, we're plucking it, slide, next chord. It's right before we get into the slide guitar solo. In fact, it kind of blends in on the studio recording. So here's how we start it. So this is all happening up here on the 17th fret, and I'm doing this on the B, well, I shouldn't say B and E string. First and second string. Let's go 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's go from bottom up as you're looking at it. We're going to give them by the number. Pluck between strings 1 and 2. Just back and forth. 1. All right, there's a lot of slide downs, right? So, and the next one here is on the 15th fret on the B, or the second string. Right? Here, a little bit of a slide motion happening on that B. And then what we're going to do to close out this little section here of the solo is we're going to slide up from the 12th fret on the G to the 17th fret on the G. Don't pluck this note here. You're going to pluck on 17th fret on the B. The second part is going to be pretty much how we started the first part, right? And then we're just going to pluck these notes here, 17, 19, 15 on the B string. And then back to 17. And then we close it. And that's back down here on the G string. We're going to go from 10 to 12. But we're going to pluck the 12th fret D string. And then you do a little slide. I'm not quite sure where he starts. I don't think it really matters. You're just going to go. Same thing, middle string to the 10th fret. This is the D. When you're playing the rhythm guitar, that's where the D chord is going to be struck. The closing slide guitar solo, which actually coincides with the vocals singing the chorus in the city. The chord structure is that A, D over A, E over A chord structure happening behind this, and it just sort of repeats as the song fades out. He's going to slide from, I think this is the 12th fret over here on the B string. You're going to go up to the 17th fret on the B string, but you're not going to pluck it. You're not even going to let that note ring out. You're going to pluck the 17th fret on the high E string, or the first string. And if you let that sit for a little bit, then you're going to go up 2 frets to the 19th fret. Now what I did, I plucked the 12th fret on the high E. I think Joe actually did this. 17th fret on the second string, the B string. Same note. Then the next part, you're going to play this little section here. So the way I do it here is I'm back on the G string here on the 12th and 10th fret. And then the 12th fret on the D string, or the 4th string. And we're going to slide up to the 17th fret on the 3rd string, and then 17th fret on the B string, the 2nd string. And then we're going to slide back to that note on the 17th fret on the 3rd string. Then you let that note hang, and then you're going to play this. It's kind of a repeat of the ending of that last part, where you're just going to slide from 15 to 17 on the 3rd string, and then end up on the 17th fret on the 2nd string. And then back to a slide from 15 to 17 on the 3rd string. The next part goes 17 to 15 on both the B, the 2nd and the 3rd string is how we're going to do a slide down on the 3rd string, up 15 to 17, 17 on the 2nd string, 19 on the B string of the 2nd string, back to 15 to 17 on the G, or the 3rd string, and then we're on the 17th fret on the 4th string, or what you would call the D string. And then there's an ascending pattern, and that will be on the G string on 15, 17, 18. Now I come back and play this part. Again, we're back to this string 1 and 2 on 17th fret. And you're going to slide from 19 on the 1st string to 17 on the 2nd string. And then you close out with that. Again, we're just playing around here on 17, 15 on the 2nd and 3rd strings. And then we're back here. We're going to play the, I'm going to go on the 13th fret on the G, or you can go here, 17th fret on the D on the 4th string. Either way, I like it here, and then it kind of fades out, and then you can just sort of noodle around however you want. Stuff like that. Hey, thanks a lot for watching. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and please leave a comment and let me know what you think about what you just learned and just saw. And I'll catch you on the next one. Rock on.